Where's this damn turtle? Yes, I'm Chris. Did I pass the turtle? Turtles were right there. Oh, here's the crane. Circle, horizontal dash. There's the turtle. Ba 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 da ba ba. Well, just ignore that man over there. In my defense, turtles being yellow is not where my brain goes, you know. I don't think of turtles as being yellow. So vertical dash, horizontal dash, and what was the last symbol? Was it that one? Oh god. You have the vertical one? There we go. Yes, the Keyblade. No, I don't. Don't trust the fox mask. You got it, doll. I won't trust him. Don't just stand there. What are you doing? I ain't using any healing items. Too tough for that. Cool. I need an adult. The doll did it. Bitch, I told you to stay away from the fox.
Hinako. しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。
Hey, what up, Shu?
よかった。まあ、お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。
We lost her. If only it was Rinko in there.
一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。
Raise a good question, Shu.
これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、
Please, we got each other.
そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ。相棒。
リンコは
Ah, fuck Rinko.
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか。一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか。
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコは
Let's not worry about it. No one cares about Rinko.
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
シュウ
Gotta fucking tie a bell to that boy.
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
And he's gone.
よし、しっかりしと。
This path we took to get
と
here.
にかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。
It's eerie not seeing anyone around. And that's the path we use to get back to the candy store. Just gonna keep on calling it a candy store. Boo, boo, boo. Rub our face in all the nooks and crannies. It's a part we weren't able to get to earlier. Hey, I'm doing nooks and crannies over here. You better calm my ass down. Little pinwheel.
めん。
Oh, there's Sakako.
もう行かなきゃ。
Do do do. If I could go back up that way. Or cut across to that area. Alright, one quick check. Can't use a broom as a weapon? Pathetic. Yeah, that's the under construction part. What's going on, Gasso? Alright. This looks so much deeper and darker on the map. I keep on like, oh, maybe I missed a thing there. But no. How are you today, Gasso? Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Alright, wherever that monster appeared is how far down we'd gotten. Just chilling, nice.
あっち行け。
Fuck you. Ooh, we can go up that way. Which means we kind of want to see... Wait. Wants us to go up there. Doing more 100 line, and this Pathemon has 0 free time. No hanging out, just cutscenes. Weird. It was fine for a while, but it's been 78 days of this. That does seem like it would get a little irritating. I'm thinking alleyway. Now let's keep going this way first. Nope, no red capsules for us. Alright, we got a dead end. Put the Inari on there. Katsu tea's worth 100. We'll throw that on there too. And throw the chocolate on there. I'm never going to use it. Ooh.
あの化け物もういないよね。
What monster? We fought so many monsters. Weird. Oh, you're talking about the smoky monster, right. I want another Jesus statue hint. That's all I'm looking for here. Now we're having annoying battles where the invaders beg for their lives. Another path had the enemy general stealing all of the enemy officers from me. That was funny. Sounds like you're having a weird and fun path on this game right now. No, red capsule's not any worthwhile. Have to head back and catch up with Shu. Dried carcass, that's pretty nice. And nothing else down here. I don't remember you being here. Alright, that's it for that path. So looks like we're going this way. Come on, surely there's a hint somewhere about our next one. Why was she trying to stab this house? The Great Space Invasion 3. The mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs attach themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwash them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved ones' heads? What? Space Wars.
武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけ持ってく。
Hey! Just a face on the floor? What's different this time around? We've been learning more about different things. But so far, nothing too major story-wise. Real men drink Otori beer. To find water. The real big thing is we're looking for, like, information about Jizu statues. Traditionally, the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medicinal care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients cut me only exhausting the usefulness of their traditional medicines. I just wish they would come sooner, before it's too late for them. Mr. Zombie! Battlefield 6, are you having fun with it? I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the Awais, a family who have stood as the town's physicians for generations. To my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. But I respect local traditions as best I can. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just two sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. Having a great time? Nice. The demo was fun. How far in the Silent Hill am I? We've already done one playthrough and got the first ending, and now we're working on our second ending. Fairly early in the second playthrough right now. Trying to rub my face and everything so I don't miss anything. Oh yes. Not only are there multiple endings, arguably the first ending is not super and doesn't explain very much. So you're very much incentivized to do another playthrough. But you can only get the first ending. There is a UFO ending, yes. Alright, that's the construction site, which means I came from over there. Like, for the ending I would like, we want to find and purify a sacred blade. Which I believe means I need to find little statues and give them offerings. So far, the differences have been minor between my first time through and this one. But we are at the very beginning. It feels like we probably need to get a little deeper in before we're going to notice anything too severe different. Like, so far we've gotten some new lore information about the drug that lets you commune with the gods. Some doctor's notes about various things, and some historical bits about the town. Pretty sure I've been down there already. Yeah, I've done this garden. But the fact that I need to find, like, little notes that give me hints about the things I'm looking for means I'm like, oh, did I go down that little nook? Alright, and that just reconnects with where I was. So yes, back up and to wait. What a creepy scarecrow, well damn. What happened here? There we go, photo 2, a photo attached to a research journal. Appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore. Alright, so a roof with like a leaning pipe. That's what we're looking for coming up. In the Muromachi period, the Great Famine of Oe had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims that the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Taira clan's resentment and massacred the others one after the other. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword, and is thought to contain the lingering animosity of defeated Taira soldiers. Was the sword hidden after that? There is not enough information. I must search for the Jesus statues myself. Able to get in contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jesus statue. This may be my first clue that will lead me to the sword. I don't think it was earlier. Yeah, we're looking for that. in this land of mist. I mean, I'm only, you know, 1,000 away from getting another slot. I might just save up. I'm a greedy Gus. Yeah, for the second go through, definitely want you to explore a lot. Dire Revenge, jumping to the end of the Heian period. The infamous Genpai War wreaked havoc across the country, and defeated warriors from the Taira clan fled to all corners of Japan for sanctuary. Ancient folklore claims that Ebisugaoka was one such hidden sanctuary. Few ventured close to this land, for the poisonous gas that rose from the ground was a well-known phenomena. This made it the perfect hiding place for those shamed warriors. Though this did not come without its own inherent problems, as there are numerous records regarding Ebisugaoka's residents suffering from the water dragon's poison. It's only natural, then, that they would turn to idolization as a device to quell the dragon's anger. However, despite the popularity of the faith at the time, not a hint of its legacy remains today. Just goes to show that even the gods are not exempt from the fickleness of man. So this location was a place that shamed people were sent to or went to hide. Poisonous gas shows up. We got that flower from Silent Hill 1 is here. It was brought by missionaries, and people lose their fucking minds when they take that. What's wrong with Space Wars? Like, if Shu's not real, that was a scene that exists only for us, the audience, because she was not facing that way.
Sensei, いますか?
Get out of here. I feel like we're passing a lot of viable weapons. Got planks of wood lying around everywhere. Might as well polish off my bat. I mean, don't forget, she also has the fact that, like, her family's looking to sell her off to be married. That might play a factor in whether or not she, expresses feelings towards Shu. The patient had joined a group of children chasing down a fox that had wandered into the village. The fox then attacked the patient, leaving several lacerations on his face. The wound below his left eye is particularly deep and shows considerable risk of scarring. During treatment, he suddenly fell unconscious and was measured with a fever of over 40 degrees. Emergency transfer of the patient to the prefectural hospital was requested. I think this is the kid from the memory. He's the one that we're probably supposed to marry, and it's probably represented by the fox dude. Fujitori Kodayuki. Upon arrival, however, the doctors there were unable to detect any abnormalities. Even after multiple rounds of testing, after confirming his condition was stable, the patient was cleared to return home the following morning. When questioned during a follow-up examination, the patient responded they felt completely fine. According to the patient's mother, however, Kodayuki is like a whole other boy and has been applying himself to his schoolwork harder than ever before. Ooh. Something happened to that boy. Come on.
先生
I had assumed up until now that being possessed by the fox was a sort of curse. However, it turns out that among the followers of the Inari faith in Ebisuguaka, it can be more nuanced than that. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox after sharing some scraps of food with a real starving fox. As a sign of gratitude, the fox showed her the whereabouts of hidden treasure. Another tale claims that a Pai shaman was possessed by the fox and given premonitions of a coming famine. They will warn the town and stockpile enough food to endure it. There are numerous stories like this suggesting that being possessed by the fox is not necessarily a turn of bad luck. Though with the influence of today's media from the outside, the towns outside the town regarding ghost and horror stories, the fox has become seen as a purely negative phenomenon, particularly among the younger generation.
ですか
It won't open. There are numerous tales of those who blaspheme against the Inari faith being possessed by the fox. These tales have no quantitative scientific basis, of course. However, I want to try my best to avoid outright refuting the traditions of local beliefs. The effectiveness of any medicine provided to a patient who believes themselves sick due to the fox's possession is drastically low. As a matter of science, I surprise even myself here when I say that for the best results, patients should be told to offer their sincere prayers to Inari-sama prior to seeking medical attention. By respecting and complying with local traditions, I feel I could build a far stronger rapport with my patients here. The rabies vaccine. Alright, so we got a kid who was attacked by a fox. And went into a weird coma, came out of the coma, behaves like a different person. And we see them as a fox spirit of some kind in another dimension. So maybe they are possessed by a fox. Drawer key. Is there a chance the Dark Temple is our older sister? Maybe. What, do we not want the scissors in there? Come on. Someone's collecting eyeballs again. Who's the fox dude? Kodayuki? Fox dude's Kodayuki. At least that's my belief, is the fox dude is Kodayuki. Why not?
誰かいるの
Claw marks. No, we only know Kodayuki through memories and stories. Stay down.
先が壊れそうだ。
Yeah, that further ties Kodayuki to the fox, and since we know about our history with him, that tracks well. That supports the theory. The fields is a terrible location. There's so many little directions we can go down here. But I imagine the second Jesus statue's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, I haven't forgotten. We're looking for a house with a little pole leaning off the side of it. Let's refresh everyone's memory. We're looking for that. Kind of a house with a fence on the left. Little A-beam set up there. Pile of garbage in front of it. I don't think we've passed that yet. Yeah, we don't want to go this way yet. Not that way yet. Steel pipe. Let's replace our basically broken bat. Hey! Did we find it by mistake? Yeah, it's right here. The character Mizu can be faintly etched on the stone base. Sako's family shrine. Alright. So we have to go get water there. Which is where we have to go anyway, so like that kind of pans out for us. Toolkit. Red capsules, don't want those.
Nani?
What was that? Alright, so that's a dead end. Let's go down to the next off path here. Oh yeah, we have to go up toward the shrine. Here we are. Dead end, you say? Get wrecked, scrub. That's not what you're supposed to do! Ow! Come over here! Fight me, scrub! I'm ripped. On the other side of the blocked path now. That could be good. Wait, why? I moved it and got nothing out of it? Boo. It sucks. We can't take a hoe? Okay, fields are basically completely explored, except for that area we just found and access to. Which I don't think we were able to go to last time. I got no hose! Maidenless. Once again! Do not care for that. Chocolate! Alright, I gotta pee. Hold on. BRB. Those screaming skull items. Let me put this beautiful box here, said the artist, not knowing it was an interactive obstacle. It was programmed to move. Doop-a-doop-boop-a-doo. That's the river.
気持ち悪い。
ひなこか。この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒
Chew?
があるかもしれない。右の庭か。
Oh.
こっちに来い。
わかった。
Never mind, we don't want to go this way. Bye, Shu! We want to go up to the shrine. I thought the shrine... Oh, yeah, I remember. That's a dead end up there. This is the future. Whoops-a-doodles. Wait, but. Nope, not a butt. God damn it. Such a roundabout path. This way. Okay. Out of the fields. I'll go all the way to the end just because I know that's a dead end, but I want it to be marked on the map that way. There we go. Marked as such. Nope, no red capsules for me, please. I'm trying to cut down on the psychedelics. And we've been through all the fields, so we definitely want to head up to the shrine, and we could finish the Jesus statue. And then we can move on. And after this one, there's only 3 Jesus statues left because 5 is the magic number. Just start twitching once your eyes get real big. There was a person in there. I don't think I remember seeing this last time. Whoa! Well, they exploded. I'm sure they're fine. Rusted flask, an antique portable thermos bottle. The glass container inside is broken, so it's no longer usable. An antique comb. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of this. Alright, so we got what we need for the Jesus statue. I wonder why that person blew up inside. I'm sure they're fine. They'll walk it off. You missed the person? You're lucky. I clipped it for you. I found a damaged Ojizu-san in the mountains. The character from Mizu can be faintly seen etched in the stone base. I wonder what'll happen if I offer something there. Is this Sakuko's family shrine? My ears are met with a soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Okay. 2 down. 3 to go. Gotta go back around again. Turn. Turn. Straight and left. All right, and we're on track. Here we go. Feeling good. I feel like we've been pretty thorough so far. Pretty thorough. Man, I got a lot of stuff to offer, huh? First aid kits, red capsules are not being picked up. Thank you very much. A steel pipe. Let's leave the steel pipe here. Another toolkit. You know, the sickle could be replaced with the pipe. I need a key. Yeah, I mean, we know most of what we're doing, so even though we are being, like, very thorough with our looking around, we roughly know what we need to be doing. Rude! What the hell's my dad doing here?
でかい化け物が出た。何？そっちまで行けないんだ。蔵に逃げ込め。俺は窓をこじ開ける。
Oh, that one doesn't have one, huh? Hey, stop yelling at me! And you're done. I keep on trying to dodge when I should just attack when I have that moment. What up, loser?
これが壊れたらどうする？まだだ。もっと回さないと。
Well, that's why we knock him down for a while before we start. Because he will get back up. Storehouse key. Yosh. Yosh. So much stuff I can't pick up.
不死身か
Oh, big guy. Oh, okay, I see. Take your time. Right, bye, loser. Peace out. Alright, everything's dead. Except for the thing that, for whatever reason, we're not allowed to kill it. I don't even know where you came from. It wasn't moving! There we go. Didn't need to kill it, but I wanted to. I'm a coming shoe.
大丈夫か。
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ。
Before she went to Demon Realm.
行こう。
Red capsules are a no-no. Gooey gooey. Any notes over here? Oh no, this straw's in the way. God damn it. Fully restores max sanity. You know, let's just ditch the soft drinks here. Boy howdy, when I get to a save point, I'm gonna turn so many things in. I cannot even begin to hold them all. Hell yeah. Here, you could have some kudzu tea, inari sushi, 2 dried carcasses, and an antique comb. Oh my god, 10 away? In that case, you could also have 1 divine water. Hell yeah! Alright, maxed out. I'm no longer allowed to ever do that again. Dodging does not consume stamina when you're in near-death state. Decreasing the amount of stamina consumed when sprinting in fights. Reduces weapon durability consumption for throwing light attacks. So the ones with little red circles I'm already using. I think for each, like, new game, we can do another one. I was using the whale. Wait. No, this symbol means we have it equipped. Little red circle, I think, means it's new. Yeah. Dodging does not consume stamina while in a near-death state. Seems like a good one. I can get behind that. Bandages. Man, we have a lot of these. The weapon degradation one didn't seem like it was going to be that good. Decrease weapon durability consumption from light attacks. I almost exclusively do heavy attacks. Just because heavy attacks stagger and light attacks don't. Like, just as a... When you see me do that, that's a heavy attack. So I almost always do a heavy followed by, like, 1 or 2 lights, or just a string of heavies. Because whatever will stagger, I want. Like, I want that stagger. Also, if you're going in for the perfect attack that only works on heavy attacks, just seems like heavy attacks are greatly emphasized, and so I do them. They're slow, but whatever. As an Unga Bunga man of the Souls life, I'm used to the slow attacks anyway. We're like 6 years old. A long time ago doesn't exist for us.
幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。
Shoo, that's impossible. It can't be done.
春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。
Everyone we know is potentially dead. Let's have fun.
田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。
Blows me away that that is not a loan word.
いつでも泣けよ。
Naskashi, which sounds like nostalgia or nostalgic. I always thought that was a loan word, like one they co-opted. No. Has a very similar meaning and is used for it often. Not a loan word. Blows me away. Everyone's favorite puzzle is back. Satan's favorite puzzle. Little dolls here hanging out. Let's see what it's like this time, though. It'll be different this time. Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else? Freak! Who here is different? Two hands behind the back. Smiling. I'm guessing it's two hands behind the back, right? With no weapon? That's the most different. Nope! Well, shit.
これもうじき壊れるな。
Looking down. Not looking down, not looking down, not looking down. Maybe it's looking down. On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field and drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell while playing. That booty, though. Are these scarecrows supposed to look like the character? Not particularly. Like, they all have different hairstyles. Some are boys. Oh, characters. All three of them. Let's see.
またかかし?
Kind of hard to say still. No, like the boys, like we got boy A here. And boy B. Those are two different looking boys. I'm just going with boys because shoes like a one person. It'll be easy to tell if there's a difference. So I'm guessing not. Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me. I fucking hate this puzzle so much. Like, which character in the story thinks that? But the problem is... that might be Rinko who thinks that? Which one of these fucking scarecrows would that be? Because we got... maybe this is Rinko? Maybe this one's Rinko? Maybe this one's Rinko? Who are you? You're helpless without me. So you're kind of looking nowhere. You're looking at the ground. You're looking at potentially another character. Like, I do not think they represent the characters, just because there's just too many of them. But I do think we need to find one who's looking at another. The question is the answer the person who's talking or the person they're talking about? You're helpless without me. I guess we'll do the person they're talking about first. Where's the thing? There it is. To the children of Ebisugaoka. Good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain, because water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for those reservoirs and ponds, because they're dangerous too. This is a different difficulty this time for the puzzles. I was curious to see if they would be different because we changed them. I kind of assume if we didn't change it, then they would have been the same? Love these scarecrow booties, though. Who are you? I'll be your friend, otherwise you'd be so miserably alone. They all sound like Rinko quotes. Like, this one might be looking at this one. That one's looking at the ground. Nope. I got Portal waiting for you. So you were the one doing the looking. Although this character's looking at somebody over there. But you were the initial one doing the looking, right? Yep, other scarecrows returned. Nope, it's not that one. So you are gazing over there. You bitch. I think the one's across that's hanging its head backwards. This one? Looking over at this one. Good call. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterway after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. Alright, that was number 3. This will be our reminder. Was this the only puzzle that happened? Oh my god. Damn! Scarecrow? Got cake. Is this the only puzzle that happened in more than 3 segments? Empty box, come on. Yes, this hateful-ass puzzle's the only puzzle in the game that has 4 segments, not 3. Who are you? Tell me, truly. You two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. Yeah, all of these are from Rinko's point of view. So that would be me and Shu, maybe? I don't know. None of these look like me. You two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know? Where's your thing? Where's your penis at? Although it could be referring to the fact that she watches me interact with Shu. Alright, there's Shu. There's me looking at Shu. If that is what we're taking away from this, yeah. Parents and guardians. When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas they are not familiar with and falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please tell them to keep staying lost. It was far worse the first time around with some of the stupid hints on these puzzles. This one was a little bit more benign. Here's looking at Shu, kid. Wait, we already did this one. I missed. I went a straight fucking line, didn't I? So that was the 4th one. Oh boy, a 5th one! Who are you? You. Yes, you. Right? That one could be me. Not that one. I hate this fucking puzzle. I'm looking at you. You're not supposed to move when I'm doing that. This evening, the lifeless body of Shimazu Hinako was found in a crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. It is suspected she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely why she stumbled and fell in the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with cutout letters of my name. What a disgusting prank.
Oi! Hinako!
あれさっきのは
早く来いよ
And now we're over here.
シュウが待ってる行かなきゃ
Alright, fine, we'll go to Shu.
おーい
That time we got to see future us in that, which we probably saw last time, but we didn't know that was the case last time.
読んでみようリンコ俺だシュウだいるなら返事してくれ
Well, she's probably dead. Let's leave.
来てくれたんだひなこも
God, Rinko, you suck so much.
怪我はないか家族は
私は大丈夫でも誰もいないの足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変誰もいないし気味の悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし何が何だかわからないよ
So, you gonna advise in? Just a really complicated Home Alone movie. I feel like those scarecrow puzzles would be a lot more tolerable. Especially on the harder difficulties like when we first did it.
街を出た方がいい
If the three female characters weren't wearing the same exact fucking outfit.
助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない助けるためにも
Oh god no, Sakako still died immediately.
でも街を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ
無理ってどういう意味だ
そっちの窓から天橋が見えるよ霧が濃くなければ
Yeah, I already knew the bridge was out because I listened to the radio. You should try it sometime.
嘘だろ
And look at how raging that river is. There's no way to cross that.
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう
シュウの家の裏山を抜けるのかあの山越えられるの
わさび田への道があるうちだけの抜け道だリンコ念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい
台所に救急箱あるよ取ってくるねあ、私も一緒に行こう手伝う
相棒が一緒なら安心だ
See, this time around, I should be allowed to choose to not be in front of her. That way she can't push me down the fucking stairs.
どこだっけ
You bitch! love that my stopping point will be after being pushed down the stairs in both playthroughs. New game and New Game Plus, I will break after being pushed down the stairs in both of them.
私
If that was really her, like, that's the other thing, is I don't know how many of these characters, like, are really there in any given scene. Numbers mean survival, Rinko. Get your shit together.
いた
We don't want to see that man.
もう少し待っててくれてもいいのに
Because she's jealous of us. We're best friends with Shu, and she's not. She likes him. But he clearly likes us. And so she has to be an insufferable little prick about it. Alright, squeeze through area here. We want to save that for after we've rubbed our face appropriately on all the
早く行
surfaces.
かなきゃ
I better get going. This dimension sucks. Boys suck, just masturbate. Masturbating is the solution to most problems. Drain from the sacrifice her blood, sparing not a drop, and add unto it wine that has been distilled 8 times over. Spare her body of its earthly viscera and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with the master's saliva, before sealing it shut with needle and thread. In the dark shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odor of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride, and then set her afloat in a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water's surface. Do this, and into the depths she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. Obtain all items that increase inventory size. Apparently now we will never find another inventory size item. This embroidered drawstring bag is very high quality, from the fabric to the pattern, so be careful not to get it dirty when storing your belongings. It's a hand! It is a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout all Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so they and their lands might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the gods and gives them the ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of reciprocation. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital to the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals, who can call their land home, becomes evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their blood that the bond between mortal and god is strengthened. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upholding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a mystery why this is so, or perhaps I find the greater mystery to be, why was I chosen? Some bloody tools and a fox mask, huh? And a box with someone's arm in it? Oh. How many times have they done this fucking ritual? Jesus. If each one of these long boxes has someone's severed arm in it. And these are the removing your face tools with the mask. I imagine some of these boxes have the brand in it. Kind of a missed opportunity not just having like the brand visible for some heavy foreshadowing there. Let's go slink through that area we can slink through. I always find it funny when, like, the game offers you the chance to open a drawer and then there's nothing in it. But there's 97 other drawers nearby. Like, why? Why that one? Why was that the one I got to open? It was empty. Maybe some of the other ones have stuff in it. Why can't I open those? Dead end first. Is this a stage? Forward for a different dead end. You got Pocky, nice. Pocky's delicious. Don't go through the door yet. Okay, a little ducky point. We're not gonna do that yet. Yokan. I think I'm missing something. Durian Pocky, why would someone ruin Pocky? Storage room key. We'll go for stamina or health next. Okay. Well, there's only one door, could be. Eh? Eh? Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. Doll. I'm looking for a thing. Oh, door unlocked. I can see it on the map. Here we go. That one's missing its head. Inari sculpture. Sculpture in the image of the god Inari. It looks like it might fit somewhere. Or just fuck off in the dream world. Don't trust him. I don't. Tell him his house sucks. All right. Nope, it's gonna get back up. Slide under there. Went the wrong way. Go this way and this way. There you go. Eh. My lantern! The fire's gone out. Right, Eeple. Many alternative theories exist about the origin of the name Inadama. One such theory suggests that a man commissioned the blade, then gifted it to Oina, who was to be his Zuma, meaning wife, upon their wedding. Another theory states that due to Inazuma, also meaning bountiful harvest, name was meant to represent the family's wish for continued prosperity for generations to come.
お借りします。
Do. All right. I'll call it here because it's 2 a.m.